Hello, my beautiful angels, and welcome back to day 2 of Soul Sovereignty. So, today is a really powerful day for us because we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into how we can actually reclaim our power, which is really exciting because it means that you can start to take charge, take accountability, and take responsibility for who you are, and perhaps become aware of some ways that you may have been giving away your power and not even knowing that you were doing this. So we're going to do a couple of exercises which are going to help us to identify some of those things where you can start to shift your perspective and you can start to reprogram some of your current belief systems that may be outdated. They may be belief systems that you've held on to since you were a little child. And so, yesterday we looked at connecting to our emotions, and sometimes we hold on to our emotions more often from our childhood, from our past, from our upbringing. So these emotions are also linked to belief systems that you have created based on the feeling that you felt when these emotions came up. And this creates a program in your body, in your mind, that constantly becomes your default mechanism. So it might be that your emotion is that you feel scared, or you don't feel safe, and the belief system is that you are not worthy of expressing yourself, or no one really listens to you because you don't feel safe to express yourself. So it becomes really interesting when we start to connect the emotion to the belief. And that's what we're going to try and do today. So I just want you to grab out your journal that you had yesterday. And at the end of the session, we did a meditation. So I want you to revisit what that brought up for you, that particular feeling that we focused in on. And I want you to think about the belief that is associated with that particular emotion. I'll just give you some time to grab your journal if you haven't got it already. Just reflect on that emotion that we spoke about yesterday, that we processed and brought up into your body, connected to, and you started to identify with that feeling. And understanding perhaps what you believe around this particular emotion. What is some of the beliefs that you've created around this particular feeling? And really just start to be really brutally honest with yourself and see if you can identify how this particular feeling in your body translates to a belief that you are holding on to, or perhaps it's not serving you, or it's no longer relevant. Perhaps it's something from the past, excuse me, and a bit of energy coming up. So perhaps these beliefs is something that was created so long ago, so it's no longer even really relevant to you. So what we are trying to do is firstly identify this belief and then work out how we can reprogram this. So what we might do is we might go in and do a little exercise. So grabbing your journals for me, and I want you to think about currently, right now, where you are in your life. I want you to consciously give some thought to ways or perhaps areas that you think that you are not in control, or you are giving away your power, or perhaps you feel drained in a certain circumstance. I want you just to really think about this in a way of how you feel in these areas. What you feel. Do you feel a little bit scared or afraid or withdrawn in some of these areas in your life? And this may connect back into what we did yesterday. And if it's the same thing, that's absolutely fine, because that means that it's just a part of your core programming that we need to address, and we need to really understand how we can shift that and how we can change that for you. So the question is, how are you currently giving away your power, your energy, your beliefs maybe? Are you holding back in a certain way, and therefore you're not really expressing yourself fully, and therefore you're not really standing in your power? Or perhaps you're working for someone else when you know deep down inside that you really want to start your own business, and you almost resent where you are and what you're doing, because you know that your true talents aren't being expressed or aren't being brought out to be able to shine and allow you to really step into your full potential. So we need to think about this in, a deeper aspect, but whatever is true for you is perfect. So just give it a little bit of time, and I would like you to come up with potentially at least 6 to 8 ways that you're currently giving away your power. If you have more, that's absolutely wonderful, but really try and push this one a little bit, and think about all of the things that you currently do, all of the relationships perhaps that you currently have, and work out if there's an even exchange of energy, of your power. Is it reciprocated, and how does it make you feel? Okay, I'll just give you one more minute just to finish up. Actually, if you're finished, what I'd like you to do now is I would like you to look at the list of ways that you're currently giving away your power or your energy. And I would like you to number them in order of which one is the most, which one is taking away your power the most or taking away your energy the most. And start numbering them from 1 through to whatever the number is that you have. So you are numbering them in order of the most amount of energy or power that you're giving away to this particular issue or experience or task. And starting from number 1 being the highest through to number 1 being the highest, the most amount, and continuing down as you decrease in terms of your power that you're currently giving away. So we want to kind of identify what is the biggest thing in your life at the moment that is currently draining you of your power, or perhaps that we need to focus on it and connect into more so that you can start to step into your full potential and your full power. So just having a think about that and numbering them. Okay. So now you've got your list, and I want you to really focus on this list and really start to allow it to perhaps shed some light on where you're at and perhaps some of the reasons why you're facing certain obstacles, certain challenges. So looking at this list and looking at the number 1 thing that's at the top of your list, is this something that you have the power to change? Is this within your control? Is this you perhaps unknowingly? Is this you actually sort of, letting your power be taken from you when you could potentially actually put an end to that and say that you no longer want to give your power away? And to do this, we have to really believe and stand firm in our needs, in our boundaries, and in our beliefs. So we really first need to identify what these are so that we can start to implement them, and we can start to actually express them in a way that allows you to be heard and allows your power not to be taken from you, where you choose what amount of power or what amount of energy you actually give to a certain situation. And you are always checking with yourself, is this serving my highest good? How is this exchange of power or energy actually serving me? Is it something that is benefiting me? Is it something that is benefiting the other person or the other party in whatever it is? So really identifying these things is how we start to flip the table and we start to connect into your power. So what I'd like you to do now is really stepping into this powerful version of you. I want you to imagine 6 months from now, and I want you to imagine that we're redoing this exact same exercise, except you are now fully in control. You are now fully in your power and your purpose, and you are connected deeply to yourself, to your body, to your emotions. And I want you to write this list with a different perspective. I want you to write this list from a place of where you are giving away your power that best serves you. So it's almost like the positive flip side to perhaps your current list. I'm not too sure, but just changing the perspective a little bit. And I want you to use the same things, or you can also add things. Actually, no, just write a brand new list. We don't really need to worry about what you had been giving away your power to. What we want to focus on is where the future you is giving away their power in order to serve your highest good. So have a couple of minutes, have a little bit of think about where you would like to be giving away your power, where you would like to be spending your energy. Think about power and energy and think about it in the form of a currency, like money. Imagine you have this bucket of money and you have to allocate it. You have to put it into a few different buckets to save it. So think about it like that and write the list in order of where you are spending the most amount of your power currency and where you are spending the least amount of your power currency, because perhaps it doesn't necessarily serve you as much as some of the other things in your list. So see how you go with that. smile with upset together. You grateful you ones yet to come. Thankful give you. Okay, so just finishing up. Okay, so now that you've got your list of ways that you are spending your power, I want you to think about the bridge that goes from your current list to the future list that you've now created. And I want you to think about the future list for a second, and I want you to think about what does the current you actually need? What do you need in order to get from where you are now to that version of you that is perhaps refocusing her power and taking her power back, taking back her energy and choosing how you decide to actually spend that, where you decide to spend that, and who you decide to spend that with. So really think about what do you need in order to actually make that happen. So there is absolutely no judgment. I want you to be really brutally honest, because it's really important that you identify what you are currently perhaps not receiving and how your needs are potentially not being met, which means that you are coming or showing up from a place of lack because of your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual needs not actually being fulfilled. And therefore, you are currently out of alignment with your power, potentially your purpose as well. And you may be feeling, unfulfilled or anxious or whatever the emotions are that you're currently feeling. It is because your physical and your emotional needs are not being met. So I really want you to dig deep on this one and have a think about what you need in order to really fully take back your power and be able to stand up for yourself and insert these boundaries that we need in order for you to feel content, for you to feel safe, for you to feel, peaceful and harmonious, and to feel truly fulfilled in your life. So we're writing down what we need. And if you want to categorize them, it's a really good way to get clear. So you can start with what you physically need. Perhaps you need time to yourself. You need to create a boundary around, the fact that you have some downtime for yourself once a day or once a week, and you insert that boundary into your life with whoever you need to in your life. Or perhaps you need to focus on a healthy lifestyle, or you need to focus on movement within your body, whatever it is for you. So the first category is physical. What do you physically need at the moment to be able to create a boundary around this? Time, freedom, whatever that is. Sorry. Okay, so once you've got your physical needs, we're going to move on to emotional needs. What is the emotional needs that you need to receive in order to step into your power, to step into what this list looks like and the person who is behind that list? So emotional needs could be that you need a safe space, or you need to feel secure. You need to feel something. So think about emotions and think about what you need to actually feel in order to have these needs met. So in order for you, what do you need to feel safe? What do you need to feel secure? What do you need to feel fulfilled, or feel happy, or feel worthy even? So really think about this as going a little bit deeper than just the physical. It is going into your emotions. And perhaps it is that you need to feel connected to yourself. You need to feel connected to this version of yourself in 6 months' time, so that you can actually start to embody that. So what you need is to feel connected, and then we can start to find and discover ways that make you feel connected, and then that also becomes your boundary as well. Perhaps it is, a particular practice that you have to implement into your routine. That becomes your boundary, because you need to do that in order to feel connected, in order to feel happy, in order to feel safe and calm. So give this one some thought. It will probably require you going a little bit deeper, as we said, and just be open. Just really put everything out that comes up or that comes to your mind first. And don't have to be critical or judge, just let it out. Put it onto the paper and see what it is. And if you are moving ahead, that's perfectly fine. The next one we're going to move on to is mentally. Just want to spend a little bit more time on the emotional one because I think we need to just allow time and for this to truly come up. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. If you want to go on ahead, you can. Okay, and so we're going to move on to mentally. So what do you currently need to allow your mental and your mindset needs to be met? So this one is focused more on your mental well-being. So this might mean that your one of your needs are that you. I think what we'll do is we might actually merge this one with the last one that I was going to do, and that is mental and spiritual because I think they go quite well together. So going back to the need, so potentially to allow you to feel clear and calm, what you might need is a spiritual method or practice. Perhaps it is, for me, it is meditation, it is chanting. So I need to do these things as part of my daily practice in order to clear my energy and to protect my power, in order to feel clear and calm and connected. So for you, I want you to really think about something that makes you feel, going back to the feels a lot, but something that makes you feel peaceful, something that makes you feel balanced or aligned or connected, whatever that is that you need. What do you actually need to receive that feeling? Do you need to feel calm? Do you need to feel confident? Do you need to feel connected to yourself? So really think about first, what is that need? What is your mental and your spiritual need? And then how can you fulfill that need? Is it through breath work? Is it through yoga? Is it through going for a walk and getting outside? Is it through some form of embodiment practice? Is it through meditation? Is it through, going to a workshop, a retreat, anything like that? So I really want you to think about first, what do you need to maintain your mental, a balanced mental state? And then what is the practice that you need to receive in order to maintain that state? And we're thinking from the version of ourselves in the future. Remember, that's going to help you to discern what it is that you need. Try not to overcomplicate this too much. I apologize if I'm moving too quick. Okay, just finishing up. Next minute or so. We have a fair bit that we had to get through today, and I'm just conscious of time, so I really want to move forward. But I really want you to just take a moment and just reflect now on these needs that you have identified. And through you simply just identifying these needs, you're already starting to shift the scale in terms of allowing you to start to take back your power, because this is where it all starts to shift and it starts to change. And you now know what you need in order for you to, regain or start the process of regaining your power from where you're currently perhaps giving away too much of your power, where you are currently, to the 6-month version of you where you are being really mindful of how you're giving away your power, or perhaps where or how much you're giving away, and what you need for yourself. And this is the really key part, because I know So many of us, we put other people's needs before our own. And it is something that we do subconsciously. And for me, I was totally in the same boat. And potentially, there is still a part of me that may want to also put other people's needs first, but I make sure that my needs are met first before I do that, before I'm able to help people, which is why I'm able to help people and actually show up from a place of overflow, because my needs are already met. I know what my needs are, and I'm able to help other people with what they need. So I want you just to acknowledge how important it is, this exercise that we've just done, because hopefully it has highlighted some of the areas that you need to focus on. And it is very, very simple, but it is also very, very powerful. So now that you have this list of what your needs are, you can feel free to expand on this list if you want to apply it to anything else in your life. You go ahead, please. The more that you define what you need in every aspect of your life, the more you will be able to step into your power. So you can just define your needs in terms of your career, in terms of your relationships. And I go a lot deeper into our needs in my soul discovery retreat. If you're able to do a in-person retreat in Daylesford, Victoria, please come along. My next one is November 24th to 26th. But this is just a simple way for you to start to identify perhaps how you're giving away your power and how you're able to bring it back, how you're able to bring it back to you and call it back to yourself. And I think what we'll do is we're going to jump into a little meditation. If you want to go and expand on this, I'd like you to really think about some homework to take home. And if you want to expand on your needs, you can, please feel free to. But what I would like you to focus on for your homework is thinking about your list of where you are right now, and thinking about what do you currently believe about yourself? What is your current truth? What do you stand for? Who are you? Do you, for instance, I believe that I am a kind, caring, warm-hearted, generous person who is truly connected to her path and her purpose, and aligned and able to receive pure fulfillment. That's my belief. That's my deep inner knowing. So I want you to think about, what are your current beliefs based on where you are right now, and what you need your beliefs to actually be. So let's do a little bit, and then we'll run into meditation. I may even pop a meditation into the group, because I think this is quite important for us to do. So grab out your journals. And I want you to focus on, what do you currently believe about yourself? What do you believe to be true? How do you perceive yourself? This one might need a little bit more time. I acknowledge that. So maybe just having a think about this. Maybe what we'll do is we will connect to your belief systems in meditation. I'll walk you into meditation, and at the end of our session, I want you to grab out your journal and actually, no, sorry. Write down your current beliefs. Write down your current beliefs from your list, from your first list, based on what you currently believe about yourself. Sorry, I'm backtracking, but I'm just trying to make sense of this so it's easy for you. So I think let's write down, what do you currently believe? So just writing anything down. I believe that I am Cancer. I believe, try and get a little bit deeper into yourself. I've got a list of mine somewhere. I need to find them. Might find my list of beliefs and I'll add them into the group so you can have a look at some examples. But your belief systems are what you stand for, what you hold a strong opinion about. I believe in spirituality. That's my religion. Other people might have a different belief. I believe that my true power comes from expressing myself. But what I used to believe, if I was to go to my previous list, what I used to believe was that I wasn't worthy of being heard, or I didn't have any value to add, or there was nothing that I was really contributing by speaking up. It was actually, I believed that I was better off, and I believed that I was safer by not using my voice, or not being connected to my body, or not being able to feel pain or emotions or any of that. So that used to be my belief. And I've worked on reprogramming that belief, because that's not me anymore. So this is where we're going with this. We are going to look at what your current beliefs are for where you are right now, and thinking about that first list that you created. And then what we'll do is we'll go into a meditation. And at the end of the meditation, or after this session, I would like you guys to think about the beliefs that you need to create so that you can step into the future version, or the 6-month version of yourself. I'm just using 6 months as an example. It could be less or it could be more. And for those of you that want to come back to the meditation, you're more than welcome to just come back at the end of the session and rewatch the meditation part. But it's really important. I want you to sit down and focus on your new beliefs, either after the meditation or overnight. I'll just give you a couple of minutes to wrap up your current beliefs, where you currently are at. Perhaps the beliefs that are linked to your current needs not being met. Perhaps your beliefs have been created from a past experience. So I want you to be just brutally honest with this list. Okay, just one more minute. Okay. So, if you want to stay around for the meditation, please feel free to do so. And please get into a comfortable spot. I will try and keep this one short as possible, but find yourself somewhere comfy, relax, and we will get started. Okay, just taking a few deep breaths. Just taking inhale through the nose and out of the mouth. Just allowing your body to find peace and calm with each breath that you take. And start to enhance this feeling of relaxation, this feeling of connection, this feeling of peace and love. And compassion for yourself and where you are right now, and acknowledging the work that we've done today, acknowledging how open and honest and vulnerable you have been. And I just want you to bring your awareness down to the base of your feet. And imagine that there is a multitude of cords that are neon colored, lit up with fluorescent lights. And these cords start to grow down through the floor, through the soil and the rocks, the crystals and minerals, down through all the layers of the earth, until you get to the center of the earth. You get to where it all began, the core of the earth, the seed that started to grow everything here on earth. And just taking note of your surroundings, what you see, how you feel, what you smell, what you hear. You feel yourself walking barefoot through the forest. You feel a certain sense of energy in this forest as you continue on your path, being totally aware of everything around you, as if your senses are heightened and enhanced. You feel connected. You feel alive and present in this moment. And as you continue to make your way through the path and the trees, as you hear the wind rustling the leaves, and rays of sun beaming down through the top canopy, you start to notice in front of you there's a ray of sunshine beaming down up ahead. You can't quite make out what it is, but it's almost as if there's a statue in front of you. You continue to walk closer with eagerness to find out what it is, to uncover its identity, to see it for yourself and know exactly what it is. When you start to get closer, you come to an opening, circular opening in the trees. The sun shines down into the middle of the circle. And it looks like a large stone rock formation, like a giant plinth growing up out of the ground, noticing what color it is, what shape and what it looks like. This will be different for all of you. As you get closer, you feel as though you want to place your hand over the surface of the rock, and you reach out your hand to touch the rock, to touch this giant stone. And as you connect and touch, you feel immediately ignited with this feeling of energy that pulsates and floods into your body. And you start to see the stone become illuminated in symbols, almost as if it's a foreign language you don't understand. But as soon as this energy of the stone floods and flows into your body, you know exactly what it is. You know that it is your imprint. It is your soul's true expression, your true beliefs. That are most organic and authentic before you ever came to this earth. It is who you really are, deep down. It is your core values that you live by. It is your core needs and beliefs that are aligned to your soul purpose and to your highest good and the good of all humanity that you support. And as you feel this rush of energy flowing into your body, up your arm and your shoulders, up into your head and into your torso, you feel it flushing all the way down through your legs and down to your feet. And at the same time, you feel like the earth is holding you firm and still and grounded. And as it holds you secure, you feel a release of anything that is false or conditioned or anything that is not relevant to where you are right now. And you feel the earth clearing out any energy, any emotional charge from your past, that no longer serves who you are becoming, and clearing and creating space in your body, in your energy, in your aura to receive more of these imprints as they start to completely illuminate your body with these glowing symbols until your body becomes completely enveloped in this imprinted energy of your unique codes, your unique identity of who you really are, and allow you to become your highest form of your soul's expression. Then you gently take your hand away and allow yourself just to regain your balance, ground back down into your body with a gentle touch from Mother Earth. And you thank the stone for giving you back your power, giving you everything you need. And you say goodbye. And you make your way back to the opening where you came from. And you look up and you see your present self in the room that you're in right now. And you feel yourself floating back into your body, back into this lifetime, this reality, as you start to bring your awareness back into the space and where you are now, and just adjusting and receiving all of these new codes, new imprint of who you are, and allowing these energies to activate into your physical body. And eventually you start to move your body, move your hands and toes, and open your eyes. Thank you, my loves. I hope you have a wonderful day and evening, and I will see you all tomorrow, day 3.